Shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
So now 1 hour completely speaking. If you want to use podium session, we can do that as well. Okay, chalo. We'll just close it. हाँ, सब बंद कर दो. Shall we do debate between you two guys? Okay. So let's have a debate between you two guys. Last time I gave you a topic which we didn't do at all. Online shopping versus offline shopping.
Yes, मैम हम चाहते हैं कि कुछ मैम अपने वर्क रिलेटेड अगर आप कुछ क्वेश्चंस या फिर कोई टॉपिक दें जिस पर हम
Tell me.
मैम आई डोंट हैव मच आइडिया मैम आप हमसे क्वेश्चंस पूछ
Related to your work.
My not our work ma'am but for interview and all if we go or for IJPs we fill in our like for job posting and all that.
So okay, let's do one thing. You do your homework. You bring up with all the questions, and I will do my homework because you told me now, right? So I'll do that, and then we do it tomorrow. Again, you will be here for 2 hours. So tomorrow, that 1 hour, we could do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Because ma'am, we don't have the habit of speaking. So if we get a topic, we'll be able to speak. And we don't, ma'am, we are very nervous while giving interview and all. Ma'am, I have filled IGPs in this 1.5 years. I have filled twice, but both the time I cleared my written test. But when it comes to speaking, then I.
So what happens there in specific?
Ma'am, they ask different questions like एक presentation बना उस presentation में they ask तो मैम कुछ क्या बोलते हैं कि पहले तो वो IJP questions होते हैं 10
presentation.
Presentation and ma'am speak on any of the topic they give us.
So what topic do they give?
Ma'am related to professional life के how do you deal with the like if you are promoted to this position how will
Case
you
studies. They give case studies.
Ma'am, I don't know, but whenever they
Case
ask any
study.
question, I get confused, ma'am.
Why do you
don't
get
have-
confused?
Ma'am, I don't have words to speak. कि मैं क्या बोलूँ इसके लिए? I know कि हाँ पूछ क्या रहे हैं, but then I don't know what to say to them, how to answer them, so that they select me. I don't know.
Case studies होता है. So basically in case studies what happens? They ask you कि if you are in this situation, what would you do? So you have to be smart enough and proactive enough to understand that what you will be doing. ऐसा आंसर देना जैसे यूपीएससी में पूछते हैं. जैसे यूपीएससी में क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि अगर कि मैं it was asked I don't know years before, if I run away with your sister, what would you do? तो इंसान तो फिर गुस्सा आ जाता है ना, how can you talk about my sister like that, you know? So they understand your mentality. So he said, oh, that would be great because I will not get the better match for her, better than you. So see, this is how you answer. You manipulate, you give manipulative answers. So you have to make sure that your answer should be positive. So in UPSC they ask such questions, and nowadays they have started trending it all over, corporate life also. Because in corporate life it is not easy to get appointed. Your mindset is very important. You must be smart enough, but they don't appoint any candidate in hurry. You should be smart enough to handle the situations. कुछ लोग गुस्सा आ जाता है तो they don't want such people जो लड़ाई दंगा करें भाई. If you say me something and I become angry, of course no one would want me here. I should know how to tackle the situation. I should be smart enough to tell you that who is at fault by showing you the facts in a very nice and polite way. ठीक है? So currently let's do one thing. हम case studies के बारे में I will bring some case studies tomorrow as well with me. But as of for now, अभी हम थोड़ा सा debate और question answer करते हैं. भैया लैपटॉप ले आइएगा ऊपर से. Okay, describe a writer you would like to meet.
Writer.
Tufana. Any writer which you would like to meet, whom you would like to meet.
William Shakespeare. I don't know his language much, but then when it is translated in English, I don't know Shakespearean language, but when it is translated, it is meaningful.
But now he's no more.
Yes, ma'am.
So you would like to meet him in the heaven of heaven.
give me in hell, of course.
Okay. What kind of books are most popular with children in your country?
Comic books.
Why do you think so?
Ma'am, children are nowadays more attracted to comic books as because of its animated picture in it.
Okay. How did your parents choose your name?
Can you please repeat my
How did your parents choose your name? उन्होंने आपका नाम कैसे choose किया? They must have told you the story.
No ma'am, my cousin sister had
Starting से बताइए what did your mother choose and then what happened in English and everything.
no, my mother has given my name. Sorry.
Loudly. I'm sure you must be feeling better now.
This one.
So say loudly now.
Ma'am, initially I don't remember.
Talk among yourself.
Also, after that, my mother wanted me.
Yes.
My mother wanted to put my
Yes,
name
sir.
as Ayush, but
guys doing? Not talking. Oh, my coffee has become cold coffee now. Okay, so tell me, yes, how did your parents choose your name?
Ma'am, initially my grandmother had chosen
Had chosen. I डाल दूँ कुछ use हो जाता है.
had chosen uh, had chosen my name, and the name was Qasim.
Qasim.
Yes.
Thank God it is not Qasim. Oh my God. Okay, it's a very interesting story. Then
After that, but my mother is not
your mother was not happy.
not happy.
Thank God.
So my cousin sister had choose my name.
Chosen my name.
Chosen my name. So my my name is my name is Aha, and my sister has chosen
This
this name.
name for you.
Yes, ma'am. And but my mother is still
Was still not happy with that name, and she wanted to
She
keep
wanted to keep
his name as Arsh.
Arsh.
Arsh is सात अर्श पे जो होता है.
Yes, ma'am. But
I like the name Arsh. One of my friends' name is Arshi.
so there is a story.
I'll tell you when Izhan was born. So I was adamant with the name Izhan, but you know we have to ask everyone,
Yes, ma'am.
irrespective of anything. So my niece, my husband's niece, she said for Ahan. She said, please mommy, please keep this name Ahan, Ahan, please, please. So she was begging me, literally she was begging me, ki ma'am please keep his name Ahan. And someone came with, like my husband's name is Taha, so they said let his name be Talha. Then I said, Talha is okay, not that bad, not bad at all. But then you know I was stuck with this Izhan. Because the meaning of Izhan was like obedient of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I wanted, you know, because whatever your name is, it reflects your personality. I have seen that. So I was a little bit adamant with that name, that I want Izhan always. And everyone, my husband said, you have already decided, why are you even asking? I said, this is just a ritual. It will happen. And then someone said Aryan, and you know, Aryan and all. Not at all Aryan, not at all
I was
interested.
in the car.
I was not at all interested in Aryan. No, Aryan, Shah Rukh Khan's son's name, no? So, no, many people, like I was not interested. But then I was like, Izhan, मतलब मेरी सुई नहीं अटक गई कि my son's name should be Izhan.
We have also
Decided.
decided two names.
Okay. Bless.
Orhan and Zara.
Orhan. What is the meaning of Orhan?
Ma'am, I don't like Orhan, I like his.
Acha, you like the name Izhan. Yeah, see, it reflects your personality. So I was a little bit adamant with this. Then you know,
You were the first one to like tell us about this name, Azhan. I was not aware of that.
Acha, you were not aware of the name Izhan. No. I was aware, like, you know, I did my own research. Because I decided two names. One was Izhan and the other one was, if a girl is there, so Aizan. Aizan.
And what is the meaning of
Aizan is also a little angel of God. So I was just thinking of that. I had this name in my head. One, if a boy comes.
A-I-Z-E-N.
Z-E-N. Aizan. Aizan. It's also a very nice name. So I wanted, you know, I have already decided in my head. But then sometimes you have to have the, you know, discussion. Just for the sake of having a discussion. It happens in families, right? It's very common. And what about your name? How did your parents choose your name?
Actually, my mother wanted someone like ma'am, घर के जो बूढ़े बुजुर्ग
Old
होते हैं,
people, yeah.
she wanted to ask मतलब him कि क्या सही है.
Ask them.
But yes ma'am, from my maternal side.
Okay.
But my paternal side parents, मतलब my paternal side one didn't want her to ask my mother.
My maternal side.
Yes,
from,
ma'am. So but then my mother, like my father said कि ठीक है, you can do it. Yes ma'am, you can do like you
so
can.
who came with this name Irfana?
I'm telling you ma'am. Then my father said कि okay, you do what you feel like, but we'll present as if we have decided as him and not the
Not them,
हाँ.
not the other party.
Yes.
See, this is also a rivalry thing in the families.
So ma'am, what happened? We all were like, I was born in Ramzan.
Ramadan.
Yes, ma'am.
You were born in Ramadan.
Third Ramadan. So ma'am, everyone was sitting and having iftari. So my father said, Popi's name is Shabana, and the younger one is Rizwana. So her name will be Irfana. And it was my mother's decision only. So he just
He just pretended that no one, everyone should be happy. Abhi we are just discussing, group discussion.
So ma'am, like this. But my mother asked me.
Ma'am, before Irfana comes in my life, so
Before Irfana came in my life,
yes, I hate all 3 or 4 names जिसमें last में A N A आता है, like Shabana, Irfan.
oh my god.
Ma'am, he used to say, वो Muslim Shabnam Shabana type.
In Muslims it is very common. Shabana name is too common in Muslims.
Ma'am, to be honest, in our family, me and my brother,
My brother and I,
we are all trolling to Muslim girls like जो बहुत ज़्यादा कपड़े में
चमक
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 करती हैं.
body dresses,
तो-
sequence type bodies.
So
We used to
say Shabnam
say
Shabana वाले कपड़े बदलो.
Shabnam Shabana. Oh my god.
And ma'am, his wife name is Shabnam, my Aman's brother.
Oh. See, you should not mock anyone. It comes back to you. We say no, karma is for real. If you do something bad, it comes back to you, irrespective of names.
But ma'am, I also don't like all these names, Shabnam and Rizwana.
yes, I don't like जिसमें last
A
में
N A आता.
Samira, ANA to Chalani. But my name is good.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is good. I'm so happy that my parents chose this name. Okay, so if you want like to change your name, would you? No, it would be Irfana only. So her name is Irfana. I used to think Irfan. You know, मेरे mind में आता था Irfan, Irfana. So I was thinking something like that. कि Irfan से Irfana बन गया. Because I've never heard Irfana also.
Yes, ma'am, same.
Ahan was heard because as I told you, my niece became adamant. Ahan is a very nice name. I said yes, it is a nice name, but Ahan is more nicer than Ahan. So she said, "Acha, ठीक है." तो no one can do anything in that case, you know. Chalo, and if you would like to change your name, will you change to Qasim?
Ma'am, my great grandfather
Ma'am,
name was
Qasim
Qasim.
is also was an ancient name.
It's an ancient name. I like the name Yusuf.
Yusuf.
I wanted to keep my son's name Yusuf, but in my family, my husband's brother's son name is Yusuf. So it's a very close relation, so we cannot keep. And he is so fair, no? He looks like Yusuf. His name would have suited him, but it's okay. I have planned that.
Yusuf is also like common name, but Islam is
I was carried away with the story of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. I remember when I was 11 or 12, so I have watched that story on YouTube. Somewhere, I don't know, I have watched it. So I was obsessed with that character.
Ma'am, what was that story, ma'am?
It's on YouTube now also, the messenger of Allah, you know, it's dikhata nahi hai. The Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam story was there. So I got carried away with the story. So as I got carried away with the story, so I wanted that name to be Yusuf for my son. But then, you know, it came, because my favorite prophet, you know, I say my favorite prophet is Yusuf. Because, you know, sometimes what happens at a very tender age, there are certain things, if you observe it, you know, very keenly, you become obsessed with it. It happens, right? कभी कभी होता है ना लाइफ में, at some point of time you become obsessed with some kind of a thing. Anyways, do you like to watch TV documentary? TV documentaries जो आती है TV पे related to bird, wildlife and all.
Yes, ma'am, I used to watch Discovery Channel.
Yeah, we used to watch. No, our parents used to say watch,
हाँ,
कुछ
हाँ,
learn
हाँ,
करोगी.
हाँ, yes.
So we never learned anything.
Yes, ma'am.
So you used to watch or do you still watch? watch Netflix nowadays, you know?
No, ma'am.
You don't watch anything. Achal, you told me earlier also that no movies, nothing.
Also, we don't have enough time to watch.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
you guys are busy the whole day and then morning you guys come here, so you don't have time for yourself also, I guess, sometimes. It's okay. Will you guys go to your office this week?
Ma'am, no, ma'am.
Next
Because I
week.
had office on Tuesday, he had it on Wednesday, so that was off.
You guys took
leave,
off.
yes.
Okay. So it's
So
the
next
case.
week, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you don't like to watch TVs also and movies as well. So how do you keep yourself updated about whichever movies are happening or whatever is happening?
Nowadays we are using Instagram, so we
We are aware of something, but
Yes,
ma'am,
we-
not
we-
politics and all. We are not
But you should be
aware.
aware of everything, irrespective of anything.
Yes, ma'am, but
if we are talking about politics, we are also updated
not
on
by
our Instagram.
Instagram, but then it is when we watch television or news, we get more update on that topic. But if we see it on Instagram, it is just a hint of it. For any other
But
No, you get a
sometimes we
picture,
can,
but sometimes-
we can Google it and
then
search all the details.
What is happening
What is happening in our India?
in our India?
yeah.
I know in our India, okay, but still then you guys are not that much updated.
Yes.
You both are lost in each other only, I guess. है ना? So what is happening here and what is happening here and what is happening at your home and what is happening at your home. I think this happens a lot, right? So try to, come out of each other's houses.
No, ma'am, we are not into that, ma'am. We have, like, ma'am, what we do after we complete our class and all and our office work, we decide what to eat. We decide what we can do for future.
Yes, ma'am.
We decide.
I'm
क्या
not talking
अच्छा-
about Irfan, but if I talk about myself, so when my shift get over, so I'm still uploading my CV.
Yes, ma'am, he was uploading his CV by email.
I'm still uploading my CV. I have देखा था वो तो
I have seen
I have seen
an ad.
no ma'am I have seen LinkedIn
Okay.
there is a vacancy in US, so
GMC.
GMC you are aware of GMC, right? So I'm uploading CV.
Ma'am, we both were looking at the phone when you came.
I saw something was happening. Something was cooking. Good looking. It's okay. You keep uploading and you keep thinking about better opportunities and all. But ठीक है. And mine is also nice, but then I think post matter करती होगी. And mine also good job that you guys are doing.
Yes,
The company you're working with is also a good company. Most of the students are, having the desire to work in Admiral. Yeah, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So apart from this also you should keep yourself updated about what is happening in politics, what is happening, what is happening in your state, what is happening in Delhi. So this way what happens, you're updated about things. And once you're updated about things, it becomes easy because if you go somewhere, what type of talks you're going to talk to? You talk about these things only, no? You don't talk about jobs all the time.
yes,
You should have various topics to discuss about. I'm not saying to watch TV and movies, but other than this, you should just update. Just Instagram, if you go and you see what is trending, what is the burning issue. But what is the burning issue nowadays on Insta?
मैम गुड़गांव में कुछ हुआ है.
Ghibli art is also trending nowadays.
That is also trending.
And what happened in
Yesterday-
Gurgaon?
I saw on Instagram there is a factory was burned in US.
Factory got burned yesterday. Acha, I don't know about this.
ma'am, I knew about Palestine and USA.
Israel.
Yes, ma'am, USA. Some California was burned or something.
Forest burning is
Forest.
happening. So your sister is in US, she must be updating. She is in New Jersey. So what about New Jersey?
No, ma'am, nothing. Ma'am, she went 2 months back.
But still she must be updated about things, what is
But
happening.
no.
What does your Jidu do?
He's civil engineer.
He's
He is
must be having a good package. So they have called him.
Yes.
They have issued the visa, and the accommodation and everything.
They
Is
all
being,
लोग गाड़ी से सामान निकालते लोग
2 months.
Ma'am, in Sika, and then randomly he just
okay,
so
is
after
that
5
company
years.
only?
Yes, ma'am. After 5 years of working with Sika in Qatar, he was just rolling and trying to work in Canada and all. He tried giving IELTS and all, but he didn't clear that. He then asked my sister to do IELTS, but she also didn't clear. Then like ma'am, he tried for 3 to 4 years. Suddenly, he got selected. Like he gave an interview and got selected in the same company. So it was intra-transfer from Sika to Sika. In USA, he cannot work in any other company other than Sika.
Okay, so he's bonded with it.
Yes. So he got free education for 1 month. He got free health facility.
What
And
there do you get
education.
free health facilities
And
and
ma'am,
education.
till
And over there you
12th.
have to, like in government schools only, you have
And
to.
ma'am, 35% tax from salary is deducted.
35% of taxes. Oh my god.
We are also trying to intra-transfer
Intra-transfer.
because our
You're also in Admiral, is also a USA based
UK.
company.
UK.
UK also. I always because I don't know, I always get confused with USA. So it's a
But
UK
ma'am, our
based.
company don't sponsor.
They don't sponsor. That's bad. But it's okay, you can keep trying, right? You should also do IELTS. You guys can do IELTS. You will have better opportunities in case you're going
But ma'am,
somewhere.
I think we are very bad in speaking, so
You don't think that way. So you have improved, right? So you will improve more. There's nothing like that. No one is bad. You just need improvement. You need counseling. You need someone to criticize you. You need someone to take out your mistakes and tell you that where you are wrong. You can also do IELTS if you are planning to move abroad in that case.
but ma'am,
what
in
is
US,
the package of IELTS and how
Yeah.
much?
Yeah.
I
Which
don't
type of-
know. What is the criteria? How many months?
See, IELTS is about listening, writing, speaking. Okay, LR listening, reading, writing and speaking. 4 modules होते हैं, ठीक है? So उसमें क्या होता है, marks भी होते हैं bands. So it's basically about bands. Bands मतलब कि ऐसे 9 is the highest band. ठीक है? अब जहाँ आप जा रहे हैं, for an example, you're going to USA, तो उनको चाहिए 8 bands. तो आपको 8 band लाना होगा, ठीक है? So अगर आप वर्क बेसिस पे जाओगे तो आपको जनरल वीजा, जनरल एकेडमिक चाहिए होता है. 2 तरह के एकेडमिक्स होते हैं. Give me a book.
So IELTS
पानी डालो उसमें थोड़ा
2 years of validity. अगर आपने IELTS किया, ठीक है, तो आपके पास 2 साल की वैलिडिटी होती है. तो ये हो गया ना आपका लिसनिंग हो गया, रीडिंग हो गया, राइटिंग हो गया, स्पीकिंग हो गया, ठीक है. सो इसमें जैसे आउट ऑफ 40 होते हैं. अगर आपके 39 मार्क्स आए तो आपके 9 बैंड है. लेकिन अगर आपके 38 मार्क्स आए, 37 आए, 36 आए तो फिर आपका बैंड हो गया. तो इसी तरह से वो कम हो जाता है. रीडिंग में भी आपका आउट ऑफ 40 होता है, ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे क्या डिफरेंस होता है ना, जैसे कि जनरल हो गया और एकेडमिक हो गया, ठीक है. एकेडमिक पढ़ाई के लिए होता है, जनरल आपका जॉब बेसिस. तो जनरल होता इजी है लेकिन चेकिंग होता इजी है, इट्स इजी, बट द
checking
चेकिंग
में जो documentation है,
नहीं. जैसे आपने किया लिसनिंग, रीडिंग, राइटिंग, ये थोड़ा सा आपका, जैसे अगर आपको यहाँ पे 38 आ गए तो इट इज लाइक 8.5, लेकिन यहाँ पे आपका अगर 38 आ गए तो इट इज इस तरह से थोड़ा सा होता है. राइटिंग अगेन 1 आवर का होता है, ठीक है. स्पीकिंग इज ओनली फॉर 11 to 14 minutes. ये जनरल टॉपिक्स पूछते हैं, वेदर के बारे में, नींद के बारे में. So they talk about general thing that if you are going to their country, you should be able to talk to people. You should be able to understand what they are saying. आपकी level of English should be good कि सामने वाला बंदा आपको अपनी कंट्री में ले. इस तरह का होता है. इसकी वैलिडिटी होती है 2 years की.
and then within this 2 years, if you don't get the job, then
Then it expires. आपका 2 साल की वैलिडिटी खत्म, फिर आपने फिर करना पड़ेगा. It happens this way.
But now in USA we don't require IELTS. No, only in Canada.
No, in some places it works, not every places. In some places it works. Like my friend has also gone, so she has done IELTS. अब यूके में कुछ जगह पे पीटीई भी मांगते हैं, पियर्सन टेस्ट ऑफ इंग्लिश. वो कंप्यूटर बेस्ड होता है, कम्प्लीटली आपका कंप्यूटर बेस्ड होता है. ठीक है, तो ऐसे होता है.
कितने मंथ्स का है
यहाँ पे देखो हमारे पास फास्ट ट्रैक से भी स्टार्ट होता है, 1 मंथ का भी है, 2 मंथ का भी है, 3 मंथ्स का भी है.
क्या
1 month का is around I think 15,000, 2 months का is around 20,000 और 3 months का 32,000 plus GST. अगर you guys are interested, of course after this, so we can do for 2 months, 2 to 3 months. तो आपके लेवल पे होगा. तो पहले हम आपका एक मॉक लेंगे, है ना. तो मॉक में आपको पता चल जाएगा where do you stand, आपके कितने बैंड आ रहे हैं. ठीक है, आपके अच्छे बैंड आ रहे हैं, 6 आ रहे हैं, 7.
How do you understand कि कितने?
चेक करते हैं.
अच्छा.
We will check
Speaking
it.
and in speaking.
Speaking will judge you. जैसे if I talk about your speaking, so you're not using that much vocabulary, linking words यूज करें, जो आपका जो क्राइटेरिया होता है वो नहीं यूज हो रहा है, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपको मार्क्स मिलेगा.
So ma'am, like
Out
you
of
have been
9.
teaching us for more than a month now. So ma'am, what do you think? How much is my?
Yeah, see, you have improved. Actually, by the grace of God, you have improved. But then you're not using those words. Vocabulary नहीं है, ठीक है. Linking words नहीं है, connecting idea, thoughts नहीं है. So you guys, that's what I'm saying. You guys have restricted yourself to some places. तो वो restriction से निकालो अपने आप को. क्या होता है ना, restrict हो गया. See, you, if I talk about yourself, so वो ये कोई खाने का हो गया, and then उसके अलावा आपकी jobs का हो गया. बस ये 2 चीज़ें. But इसके अलावा भी ना, if you're going anywhere, they talk about photographs, about your name. They ask you any silly questions, and you think it's a silly, but as it, basically they just want to see your mind whether you're able to understand and speak about it or not. So that's the main thing. उनको चाहिए कि भैया समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है आपके, आप हमारी कंट्री में रहने योग्य हो कि नहीं. So they have these things in your mind. That's why they ask you simple things. And when they ask you simple things, easy things में अक्सर आप गलतियाँ कर देते हो. It's easy to you think अरे यार ये तो आता है हमको, but actually these are the things where you are actually having a loophole. वो चीज़ें ही हमारी loophole होती है. IELTS is basically mastering your things कि हाँ आपको पता है. So आपके passages होते हैं, ये इस तरह के writing task होते हैं आपके, ये writing से आपको लिखवाया जा रहा है, आपकी writing देखी जा रही है. Everything is taken care of. तो इससे वो पूरा आपको जज करते हैं. ये देखो आपका जनरल का ही है, मतलब एवरीथिंग, वेल वेदर यू आर वेल वर्स्ड इन लिसनिंग, रीडिंग, राइटिंग, स्पीकिंग और नॉट. और इफ दिस इज राइटिंग, रीडिंग, तो आपके 40 क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, आपको पैराग्राफ दिया जाता है, उसके बेसिस पे यू हैव टू, यू आर बीइंग जज्ड बेसिकली. ठीक है, ये और फिर लिसनिंग टास्क हो गया आपका. लिसनिंग में भी 40 मार्क्स का आता है. तो लिसनिंग में आप सुन रहे हो और आंसर लिख रहे हो, तो आप कितने अच्छे, हाउ वेल वर्स्ड यू आर इन लिसनिंग, ये चीज़ हो जाती है. तो इसमें लेवल तुम्हारा अलग होगा, ऑफ कोर्स इसका लेवल अलग होगा. सो इन केस यू आर इंटरेस्टेड, सोच सकते हैं आफ्टर द क्लासेस में भी. बट अभी के लिए इफ़ यू आर प्लानिंग टू दीज कंट्रीज, सो यू शुड नो अबाउट एवरीथिंग. सो यू शुड नो, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम सेइंग ना, हम जब बात करते हैं इंग्लिश में, तुम अपने आप को रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर रहे हो, तो ये नहीं पता, वो नहीं पता. ठीक है, आई अंडरस्टैंड, यू डोंट नो, बट यू शुड नो अबाउट एवरीथिंग. फर्स्ट रूल ऑफ लर्निंग एनी लैंग्वेज, हम लैंग्वेज को रिस्ट्रिक्ट नहीं कर सकते, है ना. इंस्टाग्राम पे येस वी गेट टू नो मैनी थिंग्स. अपने आप को कहाँ से हम स्टार्ट करते हैं, न्यूज़ से अपडेट करना स्टार्ट करते हैं. न्यूज़, वहाँ आपको चीज़ें पता चलती हैं कि शिकागो में क्या हो रहा है, न्यू जर्सी में क्या हो रहा है, दिल्ली में क्या हो रहा है. इससे क्या होता है, यू फील गुड अबाउट योरसेल्फ. कोलकाता में क्या हो रहा है, यहाँ बैठ के आप बता सकते हो कोलकाता में क्या हो रहा है, आगरा में क्या हो रहा है, वहाँ तो वही हो रहा होगा. So these are the things which happens in language. So तुम्हारी बहन कितनी बहन आए थे? 6 आए थे. So she is okay. भाई साहब
7.5.
he is good, that means.
But ma'am, still he didn't get selected.
He didn't get selected.
Ma'am,
वो
it was
बोलो like
8 oh, ma'am, I don't know that.
तो
But
उनको 8 चाहिए होंगे ना. सी इफ ही इज गोइंग फॉर अ गुड पोजीशन, जैसे कि वहाँ से कुछ बच्चे आईएलटीएस करके चले जाते हैं.
ma'am, we
हमारे
have
पास
given tries,
हाँ हाँ दिया होगा,
but नहीं हुआ.
दिया होगा, किस्मत भी होती है कभी कभी. नॉट एवरीथिंग इज यू नो, हर चीज़ आपको फौरन भी नहीं मिलती, अल्लाह ताला के प्लान्स होते हैं. सो वन समटाइम्स व्हाट हैपेंस, जैसे हमारे पास हमने कुछ ऐसे बच्चों को भी पढ़ाया है जो हमारे पास यहाँ से करके चले गए, उनका 2 साल में ख़त्म हो गया, वहाँ पे दे हैव अप्लाई फॉर गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स, और वहाँ पे उनको बोला कि आपको 8 बैंड चाहिए तो चाहिए. सी इफ़ यू आर वर्किंग ओवर देयर, अगर आपने वहाँ कोई गवर्नमेंट जॉब में अप्लाई किया है या कुछ क्राइटेरिया आता है, सो यू हैव टू गिव. सो दे यूज, वहाँ तो बहुत महंगा पड़ेगा आपको आईएलटीएस की कोचिंग पढ़ना में. सो यहाँ पे तो बेनिफिशियली उनको 20,000 तो उनको पढ़ ही नहीं रहे ना, उनकी तो सैलरी अच्छी खासी है, वहाँ पे दे चार्ज एक्स्ट्रा. तो फिर क्या होता है, वो यहाँ से हमसे कोचिंग करते हैं, किया है ऐसे कई लोगों ने किया, टाइमिंग इश्यूज होते हैं वहाँ तो है. सो लेके फिर अपना क्लियर करते हैं. फिर देखो वहाँ जाके तो एक्शन वैक्शन आपका वैसे ही आ जाता है, सालों साल रहते हो आप उनके तरह, ऑलरेडी अडेप्ट कर लेते हो. लेकिन कुछ चीज़ें होती हैं जिससे आपको रीडिंग में नहीं आ रहा, लिसनिंग में नहीं समझ पा रहे हो, हो गई राइटिंग में आप कनेक्ट नहीं कर पा रहे थॉट्स को. सो वो सारी चीज़ों का टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स.
And then my sister says यहाँ पे एक चीज़ है खाना है, जैसे respect others when anyone come, we just leave our seat कि हाँ बड़े हैं,
हाँ.
take a seat. लेकिन मैम there it is not that कोई आया है, you are bringing a glass of water, नहीं, आपको तो आप खुद पियो.
हाँ, self service.
Yes ma'am.
Self
And
service.
she says grocery are expensive in India.
It happens. We respect Asian people, especially. You go to Bangladesh, you go to Pakistan.
And ma'am, groceries are expensive, but clothes, shoes, these are not expensive there.
And education आपको फ्री मिल रहा है.
Free.
गवर्नमेंट वहाँ पे, and you have to, जैसे आपकी ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी ये वाली लेक्चर्स, ये द्वारका सेक्टर 7, यहीं पे जो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल है वहीं भेजना पड़ेगा आपको, आप और जगह नहीं भेज सकते. My my friend, she told me that we cannot send them anywhere. Why? Because that's not allowed. बच्चे को burden पड़ेगा बच्चे के ऊपर. बच्चा has to travel so far. And if you want them to go in a very good school, high-fi
Then you'll have
school,
to pay for it.
they have
Yes.
to pay for it.
Yes, ma'am.
So many people, many friends of mine, because we lived in Saudi Arabia, no one wanted to come to Delhi, or not Delhi specific, in India. So basically they have tried, like, and they have gone. One of my friends is in UK, someone is in USA, everyone is scattered here and there. Now one is in Canada. So they all have given out. And they said it's good. They were telling me, why are you here? I said, हाँ ठीक है. My husband doesn't want now, so what can I do? क्या वो login करना है? Do it fast. So we got next in talks. This is a laptop given by them. 11:30 है टाइम. अभी टाइम है 22 है.
हाँ मैम, वो ऑथेंटिकेट करना होता है.
Sometimes laptop is taking some time.
It takes a lot of time.
Fast.
आ गया. हो जाएगा, टेंशन मत लो.
ये क्या हो रहा है हमारा?
Exit.
चार्ज है ना. So देख लो इसका जल्दी से.
आप एप्लीकेशन खोलिए.
One application.
खुला.
So if it hangs, so why don't you tell them? अगर ये ऐसे हैंग हो जाता है तो
मैम हैंड नहीं होता, वो थोड़ा सा टाइम लेता है, क्योंकि बहुत टाइम के बाद ओपन करेंगे.
after a long time.
ये फूल चढ़ा क्यों ना देते हो अच्छे से भर के?
Done? चलो. टेंशन मत लो. हो जाएगा.
Ma'am, after 2 minutes of like we have shift from 11:30, after 11:32 they will not allow us to.
Log in.
No ma'am, they will give half day.
morning.
7 a.m.
This is the UK time.
Okay, so you are logging in
At
at
7
UK
a.m.
time.
Yes.
So
And
if
I
our shift is 7 to 5, 7 to 3 है
7 to 4.
7 to 4
As per the UK
as per the
time.
UK time.
And your shift is 8
8
to
to 8 to 5.
But ma'am, his shift is fixed shift. Mine is ma'am, every month it changes, ma'am.
it keeps changing.
It keeps changing.
हो गया?
Yes.